No, but I
All
don't
right.
know if Paul is.
So we're live at GDC at the STEM booth. So we're gonna have Put and Amir do each other.
The way things are set,
The lightsaber demo running in the background.
Perfect.
Yeah. Live? Yeah, we're live.
This is going to start right here.
It's true.
Hey, I'm Will,
Hello, everybody.
and this is Amir Rubin, CEO of Sixth Sense, creators of the Sense System. And I know all of you are eager to know when are they going to get.
So we just released a Kickstarter update that by the end of this month we'll figure it out. We have almost shipped all the prototypes. Those amazing prototype users are giving us amazing feedback. That is the reason that we are able to perfect the product. So we've been working the product, fixing bugs, a lot of bugs, but it's getting to the point that it's reliable to be shipped out of state. We actually shipped all the way to Europe, and some great guys there are doing some work that helps us fix the product. So I hope to see it very soon, but before the end of March, we'll give an answer to everything.
So, what about Gear VR integration? How's that coming along? Can you speak more to that?
So, first answer must have to be no. I cannot speak to that in too much detail, but I can tell you that STEM system, when developers receive the prototype, it comes with a specific setting that allows you to develop for full position and orientation with hands for Gear VR. So you can already develop with position tracking for the head when you receive the STEM system. So if you have Gear VR and you have Note 4, you are able to develop for what we believe will be every mobile device VR experience has to have head tracking and has to have the hand experience.
So, looking behind us here, we see a brand new version of the lightsaber demo. What can you tell us about the new version here?
So what you're seeing is our Unreal Engine version of our lightsaber demo, and as we do with all our demos, it's coming as part of our SDK. So developers will be able to actually use the code to create similar experiences, and they'll be able to enjoy the demos. Now, this is the way we would like to share with the developer community of how we use our SDK and how we, with the beautiful abilities of Unreal Engine 4, able to show amazing experiences that soon will have social aspect using the multiplayer capabilities of Unreal. So very soon, you will be able to play with your friends inside an experience like you see here.
So you're telling me that I'm going to be able to have a lightsaber duel soon?
You will have to have lightsaber duels. You'll be able to aim the deflect the lasers at different players and be able, which right now you can. You can right now deflect the lasers off the lightsaber at the droid, and you can damage the droid.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Big news, guys.
That's sweet.
So tell us what are been some of the getting this out, because I know that you guys were sort of aiming to get it out a little soon.
We hit many hiccups. So, like I said earlier, the smartest thing we've done is that were willing to share with us the bugs and the problems and the hiccups that we have in our product. So it started with ESD issues. It continued into different firmware issues. We found out that the firmware, if we do not allow remote firmware updates, we will have to get units back and forth shipped from all over the world. It will be a nightmare. So we are working night and day. Our development team is doing an amazing job getting so you will be able, as a user, as a developer to update the firmware of the controllers. Every controller has two processors, a DSP and an MCU. Every base, and that's including the pack, every base has 6 MCUs. Every time you update the firmware, it needs to update the firmware of the whole system. It is by far a complicated, one of the most complicated products I've ever worked with and I've ever seen. So we must make it so when you receive your product, when you receive the development kit at home, you do not have to talk to Sixers anymore. You have to develop it with it. You can come to us for ideas about additional tools you want on the SDK, but you don't really need to worry about, the hardware. It needs to be almost transparent to the user and transparent to the developer. And that's really a short list of the many, many more problems that we identified over the past 6 months since we, showed our first fully working prototype.
I got a question. Do you have any other multiplayer experiences planned besides Star Wars type stuff?
So, first of all, everything has to be social. VR has to be social. Everything we do is allowing 2 or more players or users with additional people, viewers. So we are doing a ping pong, which we're hoping to have the first virtual reality ping pong tournament in Silicon Valley. We already have a few of our buddies that we play ping pong against, different companies, already getting on it. Then we are doing golf. You'll be able to play golf. Right now we're doing putting, but you'll be able to play putting. You'll be able to play closer to the hole and also the experiences. But the thing that I'm most excited about, and I'm not going to talk too much about, is for mobile VR, we created what we call v-commerce application, virtual commerce, the ability to shop online in virtual reality. It's our belief that everybody has a best buddy for shopping. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, you want to shop with your best friend. Sometimes it's a friend that you trust. Sometimes it's a friend that, is more knowledgeable than you on certain things. Like me, if I want to buy a camera equipment, I go to AJ. AJ is an audiovisual guy. So if I can be in a VR experience on Amazon and I'm buying my camera and I can look at it and I can feel it and I can try different lenses and I can go to Maui and take pictures in VR and see how, if the lens is right or not. But then if I really want to know that I want to buy it and then I want to keep it, I don't want to just return it because I made a mistake. I go to my contact on Gear VR, on the Note 4. I reach out. I get AJ. AJ comes in. He sees on his own cell phone, what camera I'm looking at. And he says, yes, no, buy this lens, buy this accessory, that accessory. It's good for the retailers. It's good for the camera makers. And it's good for the consumer. And, there's many applications. Education. We have developers. We know over 3,000 developers. We have more than today 17,000 downloads of our SDK. So we have companies that are doing from education, where you can have a teacher teaching, endless number of users from every country and every part of the world, speaking to them. Think about it like I want to teach you how to weld, but I'm speaking Hebrew or English, but I want to teach somebody in China. That person in China will hear it in Chinese in the specific dialect. All that only VR enables. So again, social, the ability to host a class, the ability to play together, the ability to rehabilitate, to have a therapist in a setting with someone that has autism, that needs to be helped, or PTSD, if you have the therapist with in the experience. There's so many different things that will be affected thanks to VR. But social is a critical component.
Got one question from the audience here so far. So, have you tried the Vive yet?
I've not tried the Vive. We are all invited. The whole team at 6 Sense, especially the dev team, is invited to Valve, was invited for the purpose of, number one, obviously experiencing it. Number two, more important, make sure that our SDK and Valve's SDK is fully integrated with Sync. We will support Steam VR. We will support Steambox, obviously. We already support Linux with our SDK. And the key is to make sure the developers develop and can deploy the application on all VR platforms. We're hoping we'll get the same from Oculus. But the key for us, we are platform independent. The fact that we have a great motion tracking system, it's just one recommendation that we make to the community. For us, it's about enabling developers to be able to create amazing experiences and run it on any platform that provides hand tracking and head tracking, and even if you need to track the leg, the rest of the body.
So, as of now, how many stems have you guys shipped out yet?
I'm not going to give you a specific number, but it's under 100.
Under 100.
And it's all prototypes. And it's got the big developers and small developers, and obviously the Kickstarter people that supported us on a silver level and above. Here's the superstar Nick from Upload VR joining us here.
Hey, Nicky boy, what's up?
So we're really looking at the end of this month as the fully assembling, collecting all the feedback, implementing it, putting it into the roadmap with the engineering guys, and getting the production out for all our amazing supporters.
Awesome. Amir, thank you very much. As always, the Jedi Master.
Thank you very much. I want to have one shout out. I want to say thank you for the Valve team for making it so clear for the world that having the sense of presence, having your hands as part of the VR experience, is a critical component of the overall vision of what VR is going to be. And with that, having the cloud of Valve and the development team at Valve, and having the community of Steam, we see that basically they are right out there with us, and hopefully Oculus will join very soon with their own controllers, allowing consumers and developers to clearly understand what experiences are coming. So
Cool.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Just going to do a little walk around the booth for you guys now.
Software is
Take a half step back, and then you can pick up any two colors of lightsaber that you'd like.
You need any help, guys?
Yeah. Perfect. And then I'm going to head on.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.